In a video that I did, I talked about a medical condition that I have known as psoriasis. And this person says, "Dude, you have psoriasis, just like me. So happy to see content creators bring this condition to the light. Thank you so much." I guess it's not something that I see people online talking a shit ton about. Maybe I just haven't landed on psoriasis talk or whatever the case may be, but it's not something that I talk about a whole bunch. But yes, I have psoriasis. For those of you who don't know what psoriasis is, first things first, please understand that it's not something you can catch. It's genetic. My grandfather had psoriasis, and as a result, I suppose that's how I got psoriasis. Psoriasis is a skin condition, and what'll happen is if you cut your skin, it'll heal itself, but it'll scab over with this white, crusty scab that I'm going to show you in just a moment, and then other areas of your body will begin to develop it. You'll oftentimes see it on people's knuckles. You'll see it on the elbows. You don't see much of any here on my elbow because I take a medication for it. It's a disease that, for lack of a better way of putting it, it tells there's something in your body that tells the skin that it needs to keep healing itself, and it keeps scabbing over with these white, extraordinarily itchy, scaly areas. So this is what a plaque psoriasis patch would look like for people who have my condition. This is what I would get if I wasn't taking my medication. Here's another example of what one looks like. Now, I take a medication called Skyrizi, which is an injectable. It comes like this. It's an injectable pen. You take this cap on the end off, and you stick it in your leg and hit the button, and it injects with a needle this medication into your system. Now, for me, I got those scales. They were on me, they were like this big, and they were all over both legs south of the knee. So, wearing shorts out in public, you could see the scales all over my leg. Years and years and years ago, before I got on these medications, I would have kids come up to me and say, "What's wrong with your legs?" It is what it. This is what happens, kids. So it's a genetic disease that attacks your skin. I had to go on a couple of different medications. I went through a couple of different rounds of a couple of different types of medications that did not clear up my psoriasis. And because it didn't clear up the psoriasis, medically speaking, it was deemed a failure. And I had to become a failure at a couple of different kinds of through a couple of different kinds of medications before I could get approved for this medication called Skyrizi. I inject that into my leg every 12 weeks, I believe it is, and it cleared up my psoriasis. I there was a patch where I wasn't taking it here while we were changing insurances, and I got a little patch back. But other than that, that's it. It's still gone. It's still clear. So if you guys do have plaque psoriasis, this gentleman was talking about how he has it. Talk to your doctor about Skyrizi. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not telling you that this is going to cure anybody, or it doesn't cure anything. It just keeps the symptoms at bay. But it worked for me, and it worked like that. Like, I got on Skyrizi, and within a matter of weeks, it was gone. Now, the plaque psoriasis for me, it started off with red blotches. So I got red blotches all over my legs, and then those turn into scabs. It's one of the reasons why I carry a back scratcher with me everywhere I go. There's one in my truck, one on my nightstand, one on my desk, because it was just constantly itching all over the place. But yes, I have plaque psoriasis. I take a medication for it. It works quite well. It's called Skyrizi. And I don't know, maybe we can talk more about psoriasis in the future, but that's really about it in a nutshell.